Rohan sat by the river, throwing small stones into the water. His heart felt heavy. No matter how hard he tried, he always felt like he wasn't good enough. His friend Arjun was stronger. His cousin Samir was smarter. The other boys in the village were faster. Why was he never the best at anything? The village sage, an old man with kind eyes, saw Rohan sitting alone. He walked over and sat beside him. "What's wrong, my child?" the sage asked gently. Rohan sighed. "No matter how hard I try, others are always better. I feel small and useless." The sage smiled and picked up an old clay lantern. It had cracks on its sides. He handed it to Rohan. "Come, walk with me," the sage said. As the sky turned dark, the sage lit a small flame inside the lantern. The warm light flickered, escaping through the cracks. Rohan frowned. "Master, this lantern is broken. It's cracked. It won't shine like a new one." The sage chuckled. "Yet, does it still give light?" Rohan looked at the lantern and nodded. "Yes." As they walked through the village, Rohan noticed something beautiful. The light from the lantern spilled through the cracks, creating glowing patterns on the ground, like tiny stars dancing in the night. At the temple, a new brass lantern stood at the entrance, shining brightly. "Which one is brighter?" the sage asked. Rohan pointed at the brass lantern. "That one," the sage nodded. "Yes, but its light stays inside. The broken lantern, with all its cracks, shares its light with the world." Rohan stared at the old lantern, realization dawning in his heart. The sage placed a hand on his shoulder. "We all have cracks. Our flaws, our struggles, our differences. But those don't make us weak. They make us unique. Just like this lantern, we can shine in ways others cannot." Rohan's eyes welled up. "But what if my light isn't bright enough?" The sage smiled. "A million stars fill the sky, and none of them outshine the other. They all shine in their own way. You don't need to be the brightest. You just need to be you." Rohan looked at the lantern again. The very cracks he once thought were flaws now felt like something special. As he walked home that night, he no longer felt small. He realized he didn't have to be like anyone else. He was enough just as he was. And that night, under the starry sky, Rohan smiled, because he had finally found his own light. Moral: you don't have to be perfect to shine. Your flaws make you unique. Just like a broken lantern still gives light, you are enough just as you are.